graduates, family, and friends, on behalf of the staff of Oak Park High School, I welcome you to the 2021 commencement ceremony. It is our immense honor to have the exceptionally talented Detroit Youth Choir with us today under the direction of Oak Park's own Mr. Anthony White. At this time, I ask our graduates to remain standing and that our guests stand as the Detroit Youth Choir performs the national anthem and lift every voice and sing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home and the home of the brave. Lift every voice and sing till earth and
Graduates and guests, please be seated. Thank you, Detroit Youth Choir, for setting the stage for what is going to be a beautiful and memorable day for our graduates and their families. Last year, the Oak Park School District hired a new superintendent. While anybody's first year as superintendent is bound to have ups and downs, not many can count weathering a global pandemic as an obstacle they had to overcome during their first and second year on the job. To say that our leader has done this with empathy, knowledge, and grace is a huge understatement. Through everything going on across the world, she has continued to be a constant and fierce champion of children, most specifically the students of the Oak Park School District. Her vision for high standards, breaking the status quo, and opening countless doors for all students is invigorating, motivating, and exciting. If a global pandemic cannot stop her from pursuing excellence for our school community, nothing can. Please join me in welcoming to the podium the superintendent of the Oak Park School District, Dr. Jamie Hitchcock.
Good morning. I was not expecting that. Thank you so much, Principal Peterson. I appreciate that warm introduction. Our focus today is on these amazing young men and women who sit before us this afternoon. Please let's give them a round of applause. As Ms. Peterson said, I am Dr. Jamie Hitchcock, the proud superintendent of the Oak Park School District. Thank you, Principal Peterson. We appreciate your leadership and all of your efforts to make this day special for all of our graduates and their families. So thank you and the Oak Park High School administration team and staff. On behalf of the Oak Park School District Board of Education, faculty, and staff, welcome to the Oak Park School District 2021 commencement ceremony. It is truly an honor and privilege to have the opportunity to speak with you during such an important time in your lives. Class of 2021, as I welcome you to this wonderful ceremony, I want to remind you to always remember that choice, not chance, determines your destiny. When you consider what types of courses, organizations, or activism to become involved in as a college freshman, in trade school, or your career, consider your passions and focus on your strengths to leave the energy to overcome your areas for growth. Envision high achievement and set goals. Think about this opportunity as a journey, a pathway that leads to unimaginable accomplishments and triumphs. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Maintain a positive attitude and spirit to persevere. Commit to intellectual curiosity. Make it your responsibility to help others. As you break barriers and glass ceilings as you go out into this world, as Vice President Kamala Harris, our first Black and female Vice President, says, you must be the first, but do not be the last. In the year that you were born, America and most of Canada experienced a massive blackout. The blackout caused fires, trapped people in subways and on elevators, prevented communication, among many other things. But your class will make technology advances work harder for us so our society can focus on helping people. In that same year that you were born, the Top Thrill Dragster opened at Cedar Point. It was the world's tallest, fastest roller coaster at the time, beating out my favorite, the Blue Streak. Your life will be filled with ups and downs, but just like a roller coaster, buckle your seatbelt, hold on tight, and enjoy the ride because time flies. Don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. And in that same year, Pixar released Finding Nemo in theaters, the studio's most successful movie at the time. Take the lessons from Nemo when you experience adversity and choose to keep swimming. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. All of those events happened the year you were born, and this year, during a global pandemic, You made the choice to remain committed to your studies, stay engaged during hours of Zoom calls and internet outages, and persevere through a year full of unknowns. You also remain socially conscious and committed to a fair and just society for all. As you go out into this world, choose to shape society that transcends race. You are the class that understands that we must celebrate the talents and skills and experiences that make us all uniquely different but humanely the same. I challenge each of you to maintain the enthusiasm, pride, and optimism you have today in the next step of your journey, career, and beyond. I challenge you to go the extra mile in everything that you do. People will always remember you by your deeds and rarely by your words. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. May you continue to make good choices. I congratulate each of you on your achievements and on your commitment to scholarship, leadership, and character. You all exemplify the very best that the Oak Park School District has to offer. I salute you for your dedication and determination in accomplishing this great feat. Best wishes to all of you in your future endeavors. Graduates, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor and please stand and turn to either side and join me in thanking your families for everything they have done to get you to this point today. So please rise and thank your families. All right. Thank you, families. I can hear some aunties, uncles, grandmas loud and clear. So thank you so much for being here this afternoon. I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Peterson.
Thank you, Dr. Hitchcock. Often, the job of the Board of Education of any school district can be a very thankless one. School board members are in the difficult position of taking care of and looking out for the needs of every stakeholder in the entire district. While everybody knows that it is impossible to make everybody happy, school board members know for sure that it is impossible to make everyone happy. As a district, we are fortunate to have board members who care deeply about and take the time to listen to all stakeholders and consistently make decisions that are in the best interest of our students. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Vice President of the Oak Park School District Board of Education, Mr. Albert Elvin.
Good morning. My name is Al Elvin. I serve as the Vice President of the Oak Park School Board of Education. It is my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of each of the 7 elected members that comprise the Oak Park Schools Board of Education. In this extremely tough year that has been unfortunately impacted by the COVID pandemic, the board extends its sincere appreciation to the administration for its leadership and adaptability to unusual and ever-changing circumstances. We commend our tremendously dedicated and talented teachers who have found and implemented new and innovative ways to educate our students, who continue to embody the district's mission of providing a quality education for our young scholars. We applaud the parents, aunts, uncles, and grandparents who spent countless days driving our students to and from school and practice, and for making sure you as students were awake, alert, and ready to attend school virtually each day since this pandemic occurred. And finally, to the resilient, tenacious, determined class of 2021. Quite an enthusiastic bunch we are. 246 graduating seniors who prevailed in the face of unprecedented global pandemic. We are ecstatic today as we celebrate your academic achievement with hopes of the tremendous accomplishments you will have in the coming years. Today, we salute you. As I take my seat, I leave you with the words of one of our great young modern day poets, J. Cole. Yes, I listen to J. Cole too. To look behind and say, look where I came. Look how far I done came. They say that dreams come true, and when they do that, it's a beautiful thing. Dream big and work hard to accomplish your dreams. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Alvin. It is the tradition of every high school across our nation to name their valedictorian every spring. The valedictorian is the leader of the graduating class, having earned the highest grade point average. It is the sincere hope of school leadership that the student with the highest grade point average is also a student who challenges themselves, helps others, is kind, and is a leader both in and out of the classroom. The valedictorian of the class of 2021 not only checks all of those boxes, but so many more. I am extremely proud to present to you and welcome to the podium the valedictorian of Oak Park High School's class of 2021, Mr. Ronald Feemster.
Thank you for the kind words, Ms. Peterson. Greetings, class of 2021. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ronald Feemster, and I am the valedictorian and vice president for the class of 2021. Today is a special day for not only all of us, but for all of our families and the staff around us. Today is the day that we finally finish high school. Despite everything that has happened to us, we have never given up. It takes courage and discipline to learn online in your home while being distracted by your family or your phone or etc. I am proud of all of you for being great students and great people in our community. We have suffered through a lot this year, some more than others. Some of you had family members who died from COVID. Some of you guys had COVID. There are tons of other things that we all experienced this year. I never would have imagined that my senior year would be spent in the comfort of my own home. I never would have imagined that we wouldn't have prom or the possibility of having a virtual graduation. But one thing is for sure, I'm thankful for you all. You all were inspirational to one another. And for that reason alone, I want to thank you for making this year enjoyable. I want to thank the staff and the teachers for all of their hard work and working nonstop to allow us to have a somewhat normal senior year. I want to thank the President Chandler Warman Townsend and the senior sponsor Mr. Palmer for trying their hardest to make some fun things for this year. I would also like to thank my closest friends and my family for pushing me this year. There were times where I wanted to give up, but time and time again, you all told me to stop doubting myself and to try again, even if I continue to fail. You have seen me at my worst and have seen me at my highest. I thank you all with the bottom of my heart for helping me on my journey. Thank you, Danielle Chalk, Javez Rolak, Miles Johnson, Tommy Ann Houston, Kamari Thornton, and Aaliyah Williams for helping me through all these years. You guys are truly the best people I've met. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I would also like to thank all of the teachers for being great role models for some students and for also being very respectful and wonderful people. I want to thank you for making the students laugh and making them feel safe. Thank you for having us as your students and for teaching us lessons that we need for the real world. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you, Ms. Peterson, for creating a safe environment for the students and staff. And lastly, I want to thank the class of 2021 for being there for each other and for working hard this year. You guys truly are amazing, and each and every one of you deserve a great future. I wish you all the best in what's to come. I also want to say that whatever you do in your future, I have no doubt in my mind that you will do great. But one thing you must know is that in order to succeed, you need to fail. If the situation ever occurs, don't give up. If it looks hard, try it. But never, and I mean never, give up. Each and every one of you are really talented and bright in your own way. To conclude my speech, I would like to say this quote by an attorney slash former professor named Michael Josephson. Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go. But don't forget to enjoy the journey. With this, I hope you all have the best future in whatever you decide to do. Thank you again for being wonderful, and congratulations on finishing high school.
Thank you, Ronald. Again, we are so, so proud of you. At this time, I'm going to ask the ladies and gentlemen on the stage to assist me in preparing to receive our graduates as they cross the stage. At this time, we are going to start with our valedictorian, Ronald Feemster, and our salutatorian, Damon Grant.
Ronald Feemster. Damon Grant. Colleen Alford. Corey Alford. Michaela Emerson. Joshua Amos. Irie Anderson. Dewan Barnes. Tyler Barrett. Jasmine Bassett. Amari Bates. Hope Bell. Jameer Bell. Samaya Benyon. Sydney Bennett Foster. Rayshawn Benny. Joshua Black. Karan Blackshear. Jeremiah Blanks. David Bowers. Michael Coral Bowers. Anasia Bonds. Jalen Braxton. Jason Braxton. Carl Brown. Layla Brown. Sean Brown. Alexander Marshall. Tyree Brown. Michael Bruton. Caleb Bryan. Kayla Bryant. Zaylin Burke. Dion Burkett Jr. James Burnley. Aram Canty. Samantha Chambers. Kamora Chapman. Ariane Clark. Hyman Clark. Tashana Clark. Cameron Clay. Alexa Claiborne. Julian Clinton. Taiwan Cobb. Michaela Coleman. Christian Collier. Kedrick Conyers. Dashari Cook. Layla Coleman. Joshua Crump. Asia Currington. Aaron Daniels. Ariana Cartwright. Danielle Chalk. Ariel Daniels. Samaya Daniels. Jason Davey. Marlon Dawson. Joylyn Dennis. Janaya Dials. Kamari Dillard. Zaria Dishman. Kayvon Dixon. Christina Douglas. Michael Morris. Jordan Dotson. Ashira Ellis. Lance Dudley. Joshua Easley. Dontrez Evans. Kayla Fields. Lowell Ford. Amaya Foster Jose. Damarian Evans. John Franklin. Santino Dye. Frazier. Lanea Fry. Tayshawn Gaines. Jeremy Gibson. Ashanti Gordon. Brittany Graham. Courtney Graham. Martina Graham. Devon Gray. Davion Gray. Avante Green. Katira Greenwood. Donovan Gresham. Kamora Griffin. Dorcas Gullidge.
Look, you get me. Good job, baby. Ivory Haddon Mathis. Devontae Hall. Emmanuel Hall. Caitlin Hall. Maxine Hall. Ajane Hamilton. Jada Hamilton. Tyler Hamilton. Amari Harris. Amber Harris. Anjanae Harris. Okay. Amber Hicks. Arena Harris. I know your name. Najaria Hayes. Alicia Henderson. Keon Henderson. Stephen Hicks. Taya Himes. Tommy Ann Houston. Brianna Hunt. Huh? I'll do what I want. I'm proud of you. Ayatoro Hilton. Thank you. Briazia Jackson. I'm not reading your name. Charles Jackson. Keyshawn Jackson. Chanel Jackson. Brianna Jackson Ivory. Kamari Cooper. Ala Zinkanawi. Simple. All right. Philip Jewell.
Thank you.
Davon Johnson.
We're just going to pass them down. I'm going to put these right here.
Jordan Johnson. Miles Johnson. I didn't recognize you. Vanessa Johnson.
Did Al get a cold water? Al, did you get one? Okay.
Elena Jones.
All right.
Courtney Jones.
We have an extra one right here.
Paris Jones. You did great. Treasure Jones. Hi, Jordan. Maya Jordan. Jaya Kersey. Kiner. Azaria Cruel. Jada Landrews. Yes, ma'am. Destiny Laws. Damon Lee. Kivana Lindsay. Lachey Lofton Taylor. Decretia Lowry. Hold on. Okay. Justin Lyons. Did we make junior? That's fine. David Mack Jr. Amaya Malloy, right? Amaya Malloy. Ashari Malone. Malika Marshall. That's fine. DeWaylin Martin. Tasia Martin. Maurice Matthews. I got it. Congratulations. Taiwan Maxwell. Jamari McCullum. Dominique McCoy. Boston McCracken. That's fine. You're good. Ariel McCullough. Richard McGee. Yamani McKellar. I know. Montoni Miller. Oh, okay. Jalen Mines. Yep. The juice.
Okay. Hey.
Jalen Mitchell Cantrell. Come back and visit. All right. Tychicus Moore. I had to do it. Marcus Moore. DeAndre Morris. Shemaya Morris. Keandra Moses. Janice Moss. Pierce Miles. My last one. Nicholas Newson.
Mizell Otis. Kevin Oni. Katira Parker. Neil Kumar Patel. Akari Pagayas. DeAndre Perkins. Stevie Perry.
You got this. It's all right.
Tamia Poole.
You're all right, girl. You got it.
Anyone in this is Godfather?
Malaysia Powell. Shania Powell. Davion Prim. Dorian Prince. Allende Randall Jones. Tierra Randolph. Tyler Randolph.
If that's what you're really into, you would have to go to a school that has
Vincent Red.
Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx. But if you're going to school in Manhattan, not gonna happen. What we have is like athletic camps. Okay. So that's double check.
Jalea Richardson.
You have kids that live in New York that go to school in New Jersey, so they can play in camp. It's serious.
Dante Richmond.
You got this.
Asia Robinson.
Train station, that's where you get to the school.
Javez Rolick.
Hey, Durand, you all right?
Durand Rossborough Murray.
I'm like, I don't know who
Jada Roundtree.
Denapolis Reds.
Denapolis Ruds. Corey Salter. Charles Sanders. Binta Sao.
No, I don't know who you are.
Matilda Sarah. Micaiah Scott. Calden Shannon. Nia Shelton. Alexis Smith. Ariane Stanley. Leah Stevenson. Leah Stevenson. Kyron Stevens.
You look a little pregnant with that.
Kyrisha Stone. Darion Walker. Just wait 1 second. Charma Stuckey.
Vaguely remember.
You know what I mean?
Kayla Sturkey.
Hey, darling.
Donald Taylor. Kayla Taylor. Aaliyah Thomas. Amelia Thompson. Kamari Thornton.
Maybe he wasn't. Mark. I mean, it was a nice speech.
Kyle Tyndall.
That's my girl. And I know who you are.
Tamira Todd. Cameron Tower.
Caitlin. I know you. Who's like,
Caitlin Turner.
it's really nice to be close.
Jaden Turner.
Oh, 1 second. Wait 1 second, okay?
You think this season was bad? Just remember which part. Yeah. Starting point guard.
Joseph Turner.
Oh, yeah, for OPHS.
Nobody's supposed to pass through. Yeah, right. Push or quant?
A whole other transition.
Tamani Wahab. Lance White.
Like I can read it.
Marshana Wells. Jacardi Williams. Darius Whitmore. Jaden Wimley.
All right, Jay.
Myranda Winans. Aaliyah Williams. Jalen Williams.
Still Jalen.
Jalen Williams.
Kamaya. Just want to double check.
Kamaya Williams. LaRon Williams. Nashawn Williams. Tanisha Williams.
Great job. I love the ensemble.
Star Willis. Ariana Wilson. Lakari Woody Holt. Chandler Warman Townsend. D'Angelo Wyatt.
This is it.
Montana Yellick. Kiana Young.
No problem.
Kevin Young Jr.
Yep, you look beautiful.
Ivory Thomas Gurrell. Autumn Wright.
Yeah, over by the palace. Yeah, and they're not.
During this school year, Oak Park High School suffered an unimaginable tragedy that claimed the lives of two of our beautiful seniors. These two young men, Jarrell Blackman and Jakai Garrett, embodied everything that you would want your son, your nephew, your grandson, your cousin, your student, and your friend to be. They were both bright young men who were fun-loving with constant smiles on their faces. They were loyal and stood up for what was right and spoke out about what was wrong. While it is heartbreaking to not be able to hand these young men their diplomas on their graduation day, I want to now bring to the stage their parents and families to receive their son's high school diploma, Mr. Blackman, Mrs. Blackman, and Mrs. Garrett.
Please let's show our families how much we love and care about them as your classmates are shining down on us today. Please give them a round of applause. Make sure they know how much you care. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen on the stage, you may have a seat. Graduates, please remain standing. Na. I'm waiting for a couple of you to get back to your seats. And then I do believe it's the moment you've been waiting for. Last time I checked. All right. Graduates, please remain standing. As the principal of Oak Park High School, it is my privilege and honor to confer upon you your high school diploma. Graduates, please take hold of your tassel. On behalf of the Oak Park Board of Education, Central Office, and the entire staff of Oak Park High School, I congratulate you on earning your high school diploma. Please move your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the alumni of the class of 2021. You are officially high school graduates. At this time, we have another wonderful musical selection from our Detroit Youth Choir.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason.
Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play.
One day,
One day,
one day, one day, one day, one day, one day,
swords of the innocent, blood transparent, men keep on moving though the water stay raging.
in this maze you will lose your way, away.
It might drive you crazy, but don't let it break you. No way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown,
Oh, what
but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one
One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like one day. One day. One day. One day.
At this time, I just want to give a few thank yous before my closing remarks, and I lead our alumni out. Jalen Mine, you're going to stay seated. I'm going to have you walk with me in a special procession. I know you do. Dr. Hitchcock, I want to again congratulate you on your first of many Oak Park High School commencement ceremonies. So thank you for being here with us.
Congrats. You did a great job.
Thank you. Your class sponsor, who had a thankless job, he was trying to keep all of you happy. I almost called you whiners. You're not whiners. Mr. Palmer, your class sponsor. And your senior counselor, Miss Winston McCrary. She had so many of you on speed dial, it wasn't even funny, but here you are. Thank her in the parking lot. Graduates, alumni of the class of 2021. It is an honor and privilege to stand before you as the principal of Oak Park High School. It has been 2 full years since I last had the opportunity to officially graduate our students. That seems absolutely unreal. What this last year has taught us is that things that may feel completely unreal or impossible never are. I very clearly remember your last day of regular school. It was March 12, 2020. I was extremely apprehensive about the next day, which was Friday the 13th, and a full moon on top of that. Those are the types of things that strike fear into the hearts of educators. When I heard that school was canceled for that day, I had that typical no school excitement. I'm sure all of you did as well. Who doesn't like a day off? Now, fast forward to yesterday, June 5th, 2021, when a lot of you stepped back into Oak Park High School for the very first time since March 12th of 2020. Completely unreal. Again, what this last year has taught us is it is essential to adapt to the unexpected events that happen in our lives. Everyone always tells us to plan. There is immense value in that. Personally, I am someone who would prefer to have the next 2 years completely planned out. Adapting to an ever-changing world where sometimes mandates and regulations changed multiple times throughout even 1 week has been extremely trying for me and most likely a lot of you. However, if we do not adapt, it may feel impossible to carry on in our lives at times. We may feel frustrated, angry, depressed, anxious, or like a failure for not accomplishing what we wanted to when we wanted to. However, by learning to adapt and persevere through life's most difficult and dark moments, we come out on the other side stronger, more capable of pushing through and never, ever giving up on ourselves. Once we have survived the unthinkable, we know that we can survive anything. We may never be the same again, and I argue that that is perfectly acceptable. Are any of you exactly the same person you were back on March 12th, 2020? I know I'm not. I now know that when the plans go off the rails, I need to take a deep breath, maybe over the course of 24 hours, and then get to work crafting a new plan. I need to have faith that this new plan will yield the same results and maybe even be better in the long run. I know that I can push through and be successful, just like all of you did. Your senior year in no way was what you envisioned it to be. I know this. However, here you are, graduates of Oak Park High School. The journey took so many twists and turns along the year, yet you are still standing. Some of you entered your senior year exceptionally behind in credits, yet here you are, having met every single graduation requirement on time to graduate with your class. That took perseverance, that took grit, and not giving up. Some of you had unspeakable tragedies happen in your personal lives, yet here you are. You were able to remain focused on what needed to be done and put one foot in front of the other on a day-by-day basis. Some of you dug yourselves in a very deep hole during maybe semester 1 and or 2. Yet here you are. You did not lay down and quit. You did not make endless excuses and talk yourself into thinking it was okay to fail, to not earn a high school diploma. Instead, you found a shovel, excuse me, you found a shovel. Sometimes you might have had to build that shovel and got yourself back on even ground. You adapted, you persevered, you did not quit because you are not quitters. The pride that I feel looking out at all of you cannot be put into words. Today is the end of an important chapter in your life. Tomorrow is the beginning of an even more important chapter in your life, one that you get to write entirely on your own. The opportunities are endless, and that is so exciting. Of course, it can be a little scary too. You will need support along the way, and you have these people in the stands who have been by your side cheering you on and will continue to do so. However, I want you to know that we, the staff at Oak Park High School, will continue to be here for you as well. We will continue to be your strongest advocates and your biggest cheerleaders. Make every day, every minute, every second of your life count. Do not waste your time on regrets. You cannot change the past. You can only impact the future. Do not be your own worst enemy, and do not settle for mediocre. Class of 2021, alumni, congratulations. You have proven yourself to be unstoppable. Remember that always. Graduates, alumni, please stand and get ready to proceed out to your families.
So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong.